I have a list here of things I'm going to talk about. So intro issues, paranormal stuff, movie ideas. How'd I do? Thank you. Goodbye. Nailed it. Did it. Short and sweet. We're gonna get out of here. Let's do it. You ready? I can do this. I can do this. I don't even have to cut. No edits necessary. 100% uncut episode. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Okay. And hello, welcome to We Have Issues. I'm Anthony. My best friend and co-host Stevie Wildcard, Steven Todd, is not here this week. He unfortunately made a slight miscalculation in his calendar situation. He did not pencil us in on the agenda. No, so every week my best friend and I get together and we do our best to talk about our various issues and obstacles that life throws our way and try to make comic books together. We overcome the issues when we can, or just just discuss them and talk about them and make jokes and be silly and make comics together. That's what we've been doing for the past billion years, and that's why hopefully people watch this. I don't know if you're out there right now and it's your first time watching. Hi, thank you, welcome to our channel. We're trying to start a cult here. My friend's not here, so I can just speak plainly and clearly. We're starting a cult. We want none of the drama. We're sick of the stuff. Earth is on fire. It's not. Everything's not fine, but it will be. We'll get there. We'll get there. But the only way to get the only way out is through, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we do here is we kind of avoid the nonsense that's happening outside of these walls here, and we focus on like the weird issues that happen in our day-to-day lives. This week my fiance went out of town for a bachelorette party. How most people are like, I'm gonna have a bachelorette party. And it's like one day her friend was like, I'm gonna have a week of partying. Her friend is actually Macho Man Randy Savage. No, she's not. Her friend is wonderful, and they had a great time. It was so much fun for them. However, I was home. I was home alone. Well, not alone. We have two dogs, which means I was home alone with two dogs and my son, and I'm exhausted. I'm internally Macho Man Randy Savage. I feel like I was snapped like a Slim Jim. Um, but no, it was a good week. It was interesting for me because I'm a person who's always kind of like I don't I thrive in my alone time, like I'm someone who's like I get more done. I get the things done. I write books and I draw pictures and I'm creative. I spend my time doing things. And so when I have more time for myself, I do those things, more. Uh this time, however, oh my God, like codependency was strong. I was like, I missed the crap out of her. I'm not used to that. It's not something that I'm like familiar with. Usually, it's like it was like this old Hannibal Buress has the joke where his girlfriend or wife or whatever was like, "I'm leaving town. What are you gonna do?" And he's like, "I don't know, play video games and celebrate your absence." And it's like there's some truth to that because it's like who doesn't like some alone time? Like I get to do I do things, I have things to do, that we don't do together, Um, but I met someone, I'm with my fiance and we get along so well. We do like everything that we do together is like it's all of the stuff that I want to be doing at all any given time, So it's just like it sucks because then I'm doing those things and she's not there and I'm like, I'm missing something. I'm missing things now. And it's weird. It was very unusual for me. But it did make me feel more connected to her. I guess it's the whole absence makes the heart grow depressed and desperate and codependent and like, where are you? Where are you? Come home, please. Uh, no, but like, but it was good. It was good to feel that because I was like, I love her so much. Obviously, we're engaged to be married, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. But feeling that where I wasn't like celebrating her absence, I was like genuinely, like sincerely missing her. I was like, this is a good sign. This is a good situation for me. Normally, in those situations, we'll get a lot done. I found myself not doing quite as much. I drew a little bit. I kind of like worked on this idea. So I had this idea for a graphic novel. Initially, I pitched an idea with the same title as a movie, but I was thinking it would be fun to make like a graphic novella sort of thing about these like high school kids or high school age kids who find themselves in outside, like outskirts of, society and like, popular people and like they just find themselves without many friends and just like keeping to themselves and feeling like outsiders and they want to know what it's like to just be a part of the world for a little bit, like very Little Mermaid-esque. But the twist is that they are cryptids. So it's like Bigfoot and the Mothman, or like Bigfoot Mothman, like teenagers, like maybe they're kids, are just feeling like outsiders. They're feeling like, they want to know what it's like just to be a normal person and not a paranormal person. So they like kind of disguise themselves a little, like put on pants and like go into society and try to like party with, kids or whatever, and find themselves in various states of either like connecting or disconnecting one way or another, but through that finding themselves and like realizing like it's okay to just do the things they actually enjoy doing. But through their experiences with the human people, they realize that there are things that they do in their paranormal life that just defines them, and that they enjoy that and appreciate that about themselves, and it's something that they can kind of come to terms with, and it's like a coming of age story for people who feel like they're outsiders or like misfits or whatever. But yeah, I think it would be a fun avenue to tell that story. It's an interesting perspective, and also gives me the opportunity to draw fun monsters and tell stories that like I connect with, which is something that I think most writers can probably relate to, and most people can relate to if you've ever written or like created anything. It's like you put like little bits of yourself in there. In this case, I am part moth. That's about it. Everything else about that story is just pure fiction. No, but like, we relate to those things and those those ideas, and people can take from it whatever they want and like read into it however they want. But I think a lot of people can relate to that in one way or another. But I don't know. I was thinking about that a lot, and I did this here. I'll share this drawing of like character designs for the idea, and I kind of like it. I kind of love it. I kind of love them. So yeah, I don't know. I might work on that on the side because I need like a new like personal project, because we're slowly working through our comic book Deathless, which is a supernatural superhero culty comedy comic. It's a D&D inspired comedy book. So we're on issue 4 of Deathless, our book, and it's going really well. All of the issues are written. It's written all the way through issue 5. We're doing the art right now of issue 4, but we took a brief break to work on another book called Bloodlust, which is like a vampire, like erotica vampire action adventure book. And I like that book. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, but I'm just like I want to finish Deathless so bad that like it's driving me crazy. So anyway, while we're working on this, I'm like, I need to like write something that's more personal. It feels, like me again, so I think I'm gonna work on this thing while I have a lot of projects going on right now, guys. Like I'm trying to finish up Table Scraps. I'm kind of waiting for my fiance KT Carlisle to do a little bit of editing on that for me so I can like go through the edits and fix it up and finish that book and get it out to the people this year. Aside from that, I'm spinning a bunch of plates like because I'm interested. I really want to make a movie. I have this idea for this. I've been calling it like dating bites, where it's just like it's about these two. I pitched it recently on our show, but it's about these two people who are both on a dating app, and they see one another basically on a dating app, and they're trying to decide whether or not they should like, or or like match or not match with this person. And while they're doing that, they're kind of like going through their fears in their brain. And so I would like, it would be an anthology in which like each little section would be like a short story about their various fears, and it'd be like a kind of like horror subgenre situation. So I've been working on like that idea, and I've been working on this new paranormal guys idea about Bigfoot and Mothman. I've been working on Stakeout. I've been working like I have all of these plates I'm spinning, and I think I'm going to start. So I've kind of been playing with my camera a little bit and like learning a little bit about color grading and that sort of thing. So I think this week I'm going to try to film something with my camera that's just like a not like a short film or anything, but like literally just film a video and see if I can make it look like a movie, or like something that I feel is close enough to a movie that I feel confident in or comfortable with. Because I think that's one of my biggest fears. Like, because we're in an age where we have all of this technology at our disposal. I'm literally talking into this magical, this device that's staring into me right now. Technically, people could make a movie with this thing. Would it look like, other movies? Some, but not great ones often. Of course, there are good found footage movies with various levels of technology, but like it's not necessarily the movie that I want to make or the movie that I'm trying to make right now. So, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to like film with my camera, see if I can make this camera look pretty good, do some like color grading tests and stuff, and like start feeling more confident about that. And maybe it'll inspire me to take the next steps toward making Stakeout or Dating Bites or, some one of these movies. Um, but I do miss writing because I've been coloring a lot lately and just kind of like spinning with various pitches and trying to figure out what my next actual project is. So I'm excited to like figure that out. I don't know if it's going to be Paranormal Guys or if I'm going to solidify one of these movies. But I think that's what I'm going to do this week. I think I'm going to like decide because that's what has to happen. I need to actually like make a choice and do a thing, one way or another, because it needs to be written. And at the very least, I know Stakeout is written. So that's probably the easiest avenue of success. It's just a matter of like it's also a very ambitious project and it requires, special effects and other actors and other things. And I kind of would rather start with Dating Bites because it almost exclusively involves KT and I, my fiance and I, and we would just be able to film the whole thing ourselves, maybe with a little help with like lighting or sound, depending on, just what's required and how I can adjust things, just like I don't want it to be like, yes, KT, I am here. I'm gonna do the whole thing like Keanu Reeves. That's how our movies are. I mean, if it works for him, it's gonna work for me, right? Anyway, we'll see. I'm going to make a decision this week. Let me know if any of my various projects that I've ever pitched in this show sound interesting to you. If you're like, oh man, I really want this one more than the other. Not that it's going to change my mind, or convince or persuade me one way or another, but it will help me just feel like, oh, people are excited about this, and I'm also excited about this. So, you know how that goes. Anyway, while KT was away and, I was dealing with the dogs and having, being a parent and doing all the stuff, I was still able to get some coloring done. I didn't get as much done as I should have probably. I finished like a page and a half. I probably should have finished more. But honestly, I'm so far ahead. I only have one more page of Bloodlust to finish before. I mean, Steven has to send me the rest of the stuff he's drawn. But anyway, I was okay. I was mostly successful this week despite everything. But thank you all for watching this. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm sorry this week was a little unusual, probably a little awkward. I'm just sitting here talking about myself, but I really appreciate you and we really appreciate you being a part of our cult and our colony. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us and for being a part of this for the past several years. If you want to read all of our books, you can check out our website. I'm probably gonna have to close it down soon because the yearly fee is almost due, and honestly, I don't think it's not necessarily worth it to keep it up anymore, which is super depressing for me, but it's just the truth. But if you're interested in getting our books, you can either contact us personally or check out our website for the time being at wehaveissuespodcast.com. Everything's there, and we really just appreciate your support. Anyone who reads the books, just it means everything to us. If you could, would mean a lot if you leave a review on Amazon. I think we only have like a handful of reviews for Deathless issue 1, but yeah, I don't know. We're gonna keep doing it no matter what. So it's just, hopefully people like our books and our movies or whatever we make. I don't know. The world is weird right now, so it's strange trying to be like, hey guys, we're making a thing. I know you're sad, but like we're also sad and made this. Like I don't know. But we're trying and we're thankful for all of you and we're glad you're here. And we hope that our silly little show sheds some light in whatever dark you might find yourself in. But anyway, thank you. We'll see you next week. Until next time, I'm Anthony, and this is when we have issues. Usually Steven ends with like a boom. And I don't like, so he started this thing where he's like, he just boom, but he booms in different ways. And I don't, to boom or not to boom? That is the question. While it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against the sea of trouble, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartaches and thousand natural shocks of flesh's age, to the consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. Aye, there's the boom. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Just gonna do this real quick. Gonna arm myself for the podcast. I'm armed and dangerous. Dangerous. Come bang. No. Ain't too many come bang with us. Straight up, we know angel dust. Label us notorious. Thug ass people that love to bust. Y'all strange to us. Y'all people be scrambling. Oh, I changed it to people. Look at me go. Look at me go. Real time. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I have to do this.